Good morning, hello, and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. For those of you joining us for the very first time, welcome. My name is Denise Cox, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Archibald, Saskatchewan, Canada. And today I am here for Coffee and a Card this Wednesday morning. It is 9:30 Mountain Time. And I am excited to stamp with you today. Now we're taking a little pause from the Create From Your Stash just for this week. I was away at the Stamping Up incentive trip in Orlando, and I just got back on Monday afternoon and of course worked yesterday. And so today I've got one card for you, but it is a gorgeous card. It's a fun fold. And you can imagine how you can pull in your old supplies to recreate this beautiful card. So say hello when you get here. Let me know who's here, who's watching this morning. I hope you have your cup of coffee and are ready to start your day off with a bit of inspiration. We are going to be using the Cheers and Sips bundle. Let me show you that one. It's so fabulous. I love this stamp set. And it has, of course, coordinating dies right here. We're also going to be pairing it up with the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper, which is this one right here. It's so awesome. Hi, Sue. So I'm gonna show you that one in all its glory, up close and personal on the camera. I'm gonna show you how the dies incorporate in with it, and then of course we're gonna make that beautiful card I promised. All right, so just a few things to update before we get started. There's still the starter kit special is going on until the end of May. So for $135, you get to choose $220 worth of Stampin' Up! Product, anything you like. You don't pay any tax, you don't pay any shipping, and you also get in there a free paper pumpkin kit. You get some business supplies and catalogs if you choose to run a business, and if you don't, it's totally okay. There is no pressure to do any of that. Just grab the kit, get all your fun supplies, do some stamping, and go from there. So we would love to have you join our Bird's Nest Stampers team. You can find the link to join in the comments below. And if you have any questions, please reach out. I'm always happy to chat and answer your questions. Good morning, Deanna and Bev. Nice to see you. Okay, so we had a fabulous time in Orlando. My first Disney adventure, and it was amazing. I went with my sister Christine, and we had so much fun. We laughed so much. We got a ton of sun. It was hot, hot, hot. And then, of course, we both came back home to the prairies where it is cold. So that was a little bit of a shock to the system, but it was great to get away. It's also great to get home. So more to come about all of that and all of the goodies as I get more settled and back into routine. But of course, having been away from work for a week, there's lots to do. So I'm going in for a little bit extra this afternoon. So how is everybody doing? Are you guys ready to do some stamping? I hope you are. This card is really, really fun. All right, so let me switch the camera down. We're gonna try something a little different right now. So here's what I usually just share with you, the desk view. But I'm gonna try this picture in picture, and I wanna know, leave me comments and let me know what you think, having that little screen down there in the corner. Yay or nay, and whether it's interfering or anything like that, just give me your feedback, because like I said, this is the first time I'm trying this on my public video. So here we go. This is the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. I don't know why this Create with Bird's Nest is way up at the top. Let's scroll that down to the bottom where it belongs. Okay, there we go. Things, just got to fix the things. All right, so this is the 12 by 12 paper. Again, it's called Celebratory Sips. You can buy it through the online exclusive section of my store. And there are, as usual, 6 beautiful pieces of paper. You can see all those fun patterns here. And then when we flip it over, we've got these fun patterns on the back as well. So very much more muted, more versatile. They could be used and incorporated with many, many projects. And this one I want to share with you guys. So I tried to show you down here. I stamped this glass on top here. So here is, I'm just reading Jennifer's comment. Love the picture, but try moving it to the top left or bottom left if you're right-handed. Okay, let me try. Let's see. We can just wing. Oh, that's the wrong thing I'm moving. Let's try moving it over there and see what happens. Okay. Alrighty, let's see how this goes. Okay, so what I did is I stamped this on top. Now that makes it look like the glass is already full and we didn't have to do any of the coloring. So imagine you can do that in any of these colors and with both of the glasses here. Okay, so there's lots of different options with this piece of paper right there. And then of course, you've got the dies that will cut those out and you've got filled glasses already. Okay. Now, let's go flip this over again. You guys love this? Isn't it beautiful paper? Okay, so here is a piece right here. We're going to be using some of this today, but let me show you again the coordination with our dies. So this will cut out these glasses, and then it will also cut out these ones here. So if you're not a fan of fussy cutting, now you can just use the dies and cut out your drinks. Now, if you have a drink like this, it's not going to cut out the leaves for you. So those ones you will have to fussy cut, but the options are there if you want to use your dies. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you guys because sometimes it's hard to imagine what you're going to be able to use with what until you have it in your hands. Okay. All right, so that's one piece. I do want to share with you how beautiful this paper is. Isn't it awesome? I love it. And then this one might be my favorite. I just think it's so fun and full of color. The flowers are gorgeous, of course. Look at all those fun colors in there. And then we've got some fruit. Now you could easily cut these out as well. And some of these dies, can you see the coordination? The dies are going to cut out your fruit as well. So if I just show you, you can cut out this strawberry right down there. You can cut out, I don't know what this is, but you can cut it out if you want to use it. So that will cut out there. The lemons, of course, will cut. I'm not getting these lined up perfectly, but you get the gist, okay? So you can cut out lots of these fruits with your dies out of this paper, okay? Or of course you can stamp and color them yourselves and do that, but there is so much coordination with this stamps that you guys are gonna love it. All right, let me just put these back so I don't lose all the bits and pieces. Did I get them all? Okay, so there you go. So you can cut out glasses, you can cut out the fruit, and then we have this fun one, which I think kind of looks like could be snowflakes or stars or just a really fun pattern to use in the background. So lots of fun ideas with that paper. Now let's get to creating our card. So as I mentioned, we're going to make a Dutch door fun fold. Hi, Joan. And I have got a bunch of pieces here already cut. We're going to be using Blackberry Bliss. And just a little tip in case you aren't aware of this, on the back of every Designer Series paper pack is this white sheet. And in here it tells you all of the Stampin' Up! Colors that are used throughout the paper. So if you're looking for product coordination, look at the back. I never throw this out. I always keep this with my paper so I can remember which colors coordinate. And then of course your item code down here. So 165586 if you want to add this paper to your next order. Okay. So we've got a piece of, I'm just going to put all those up there, Blackberry Bliss, which is 4 1/4 by 11 that I have scored at 5 1/2. Now a Dutch door card needs a little extra cutting. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull in our trimmer. Okay, now you're going to have that ring light. Forgive the ring light. Let's see if I can get it so you guys can see the bottom there. Okay, so what we're going to do is there's a score line. Let's go ahead and fold it on that score line just so that it's a little bit more obvious where it is on the paper. Then we are going to put our paper in at the 2-inch mark. Okay, so I'm lining up this piece to the 2 inches and I'm going to cut all the way up. Now there is a little, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little mark in the paper. That is where the blade is. So if you move that all the way up to your score line carefully, okay, and then move it out like that. Then we're going to turn it so that the score line is on the blade track, and we're going to cut that up to our line. So again, use your little line on the side as a guide. When it's lined up with your cut, you should be able to just pull this out. Oh, maybe not today. Okay, so what I did, I didn't go quite enough into my score, but I would rather that than go too far. So I'm just going to snip this with my paper snips. Okay, so now our card base looks like that. Don't throw this piece away. I'm sure we can use that on another project down the road. There, oops, there is our Dutch door fold. So super easy. You're just making that extra cut to make that front. Now we're going to put it together, layer it up, and make a really beautiful card. So in the meantime, before we get too far, let's go ahead and score that. Okay, I'm just adjusting my score line a bit so that my edges are lined up there. It's easy to do. You just bring your folds. I say it's easy to do, and now it's not going to work for me. Okay, so we've got that folded just like that. This piece will just set off to the side, as I mentioned. And then what I've done is I've got a piece of white, oh my gosh, right here. Okay, and that white piece, we're going to start with the inside. We're going to put the white piece down here, hidden behind the barn door, or Dutch door, sorry. Could be a barn door, but today it's a Dutch door. So we're going to put that there. And then I've got a piece cut of this beautiful Blackberry Bliss and Berry Burst paper cut. And I'm going to have it situated inside the card like that. Now, I want to have my white paper down first. So you guys let me know what you're thinking of this picture-in-picture. It's a little bit tricky for me to be looking at the screen the whole time, so forgive me as you're seeing the top of my head, but it's all new things to try. Okay, and if you like it the other way without it, don't feel like you're gonna hurt my feelings, just let me know. Okay, so we've got our white in there. Now we're gonna take this piece and we're gonna put that up here. Now it's okay if you need to overlap this over top of the white to keep your spacing good, that's totally fine. Okay, so there's the inside of our card. Now we're gonna see how it's going, whatever you write here will be hidden behind the Dutch door, okay? All right, so now we're gonna take a piece of designer series paper, these fruit, that one I showed you coordinates so beautifully with your dies, okay? And we're gonna attach that to the front of the Dutch door. Oh, what's happening with my seal here today? Okay, I don't believe there's an upside down or right way, so we're just gonna put it on there. You want even spaces all the way around the four edges. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna just set that off to the side for a minute. Then we're gonna pull in some Berry Burst cardstock. See how well that coordinates? So I've got that. And then we're gonna take a piece of white, so just slightly smaller. I can give you guys the measurements if I can find my ruler. There we go. Okay, the measurements will hopefully be on my blog. I haven't blogged in quite a while, but I am hoping to get back to it. So this is a 3x3 square, and the Berry Burst is 3 1/4 square. I've also got a little piece here of basic white, and I'm gonna grab my silicone mat so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the only ink I'm actually using today is Blackberry Bliss. Let's set that off, I don't get ink on it. Okay, so in this Cheers and Sips stamp set, there are some really great sentiment words. So we've got cheers to you, to us, it's your day, let's celebrate. So we're gonna start with cheers on our little piece here. So let's go ahead, we're gonna stamp that in Blackberry Bliss in the center of our cheers. Like that. Okay, now that can go up here. Now on our 3x3 square, we're gonna take to you. Okay, so this little tiny to you, and we're gonna stamp it randomly on our white paper, okay? So we're just giving it some, it's sometimes hard. Does anybody else agree? Sometimes it's hard to just stamp random. It's like you're trying not to make a pattern, but then you kind of do make a pattern. Yeah, see, that's kind of what I feel like is happening here, but it's okay. You don't need to have don't stress, just stamp the 2U. A lot of it's going to be covered. It's just to give a little bit of interest in the back and add to our card. Okay, so there is our 2U, all stamped all over in Blackberry Bliss. Now we can go ahead and we're going to attach that to our Berry Burst like this. Now this type of fold, this Dutch door fun fold, has been around for a long, long time, and I've made them in the past, but it's one I haven't really thought about for a while, and I thought it would be perfect to showcase this fun paper. Okay, now that we have that stamped, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach it to the door. So I want to make sure that I'm only putting adhesive on the bottom section, right? I don't want to put it up here because then it's going to glue our card shut, and that won't be fun for anyone. Well, it might be funny, but it won't be fun. So let's go ahead. I'm actually going to grab my Stampin' Seal Plus. Now you can use your regular seal. You can use tear and tape. You can use liquid glue. Actually, you know what? Now that I said that, we're going to put that one away. We're going to use liquid glue because it gives us that wiggle room and allows us to kind of move it around if we don't get it right where we want it. So I'm going to put this on the bottom part, but I don't want it to go beyond half, okay? So I'm going to situate this in the center. So I'm going to center it horizontally, and I'm going to try and center it vertically as well. Okay, there we go. Oh, now I just moved it. Had a little more wiggle room than I wanted in that one. Okay, there we have it. So that's attached there. So now when we open it, it doesn't stay shut and we see this fun inside. Okay, let's go ahead and decorate up the front. So I have gone ahead and chosen some drinks that I liked the looks of. And so I've got this fun one here with the umbrella. Now I'm looking for my paper snips. There they are. Okay, then we're going to cut out the orange and the one with the lavender. Speaking of lavender, one of the events at the incentive trip was Stampin' Up reserved a section of Animal Kingdom, Disney theme park, for just us one evening. It was so cool. We got to go on like the Pandora, I can't remember the name of the rides, but the Pandora Avatar rides with no lines. It was awesome because those lines are like 2.5 hours long. And then we had like these little fancy treats and desserts and a place to visit. Like it was spectacular. But one of the treats we had was lavender sorbet. Not a fan, but I'm happy to try it. I will try almost anything. I wasn't really a fan, but it was really cool. It was a fun color. And it was nice and cold on a very hot evening. Okay, so we're gonna cut out, you saw how easy it was. I cut out that one with the orange. Hi, Alexina, nice to see you. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut. Now you can be as fussy as you want with this lavender if you choose to use this one. I'm gonna be fairly fussy by just rotating the paper. And we're gonna cut this out. And then we're gonna stack all these drinks on the front of our door and add some bling, and we're gonna have a really beautiful card. Now I had in my mind that I was going to make this into a craft from your stash and pull out another piece of designer series paper to recreate this card in a totally different fashion using something, oh, I'm putting it right behind my picture, using something that is like retired. And the one I had in my mind was the snails. I can't remember what it was called. Snail mail? Do you guys remember that one? It was pinks and reds and Bermuda Bay and all those fun colors. So that's the one I had in my mind. But what do you guys think when you look at this card? What is your instinct on what else you could use for it if you don't want or have these fun celebratory sips? So do you see how cute this is going to be? Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got that. Now I even wanted to cut out, we're going to need this, these tiny little flowers. There's one. Oh no, I cut out two. I did. I cut out 2 right before the video started so that I wouldn't have to do it. Oh, there it is. Let's use our take a pick tool to pick up that other flower. Now where'd the other one go? Oh my gosh, you guys. Where has it gone? Do you guys see it? It's probably right in front of my face and I'm missing it. Any other flower? Oh, we're gonna need that one too. Oh, there it is, tucked in behind the glass. Okay, there we got it. So we got our glasses, our 2. She said randomly stamp in order. That's hilarious. Yes, randomly stamp in order. For sure. That's about how it ends up even when I try not to. Okay. Hi, Emily. Okay, so here is a half-inch strip of Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to use my banner pick-a-punch. If you don't have this, use your scissors or any other banner punch that you might have in your stash. And I'm just going to flag both ends of this half-inch strip of Blackberry Bliss paper. Oh, I love all the colors in this one too. Okay, now I've got the paper stuck. Oh, there we go. I feel like maybe it's Monday instead of Wednesday today. All right. Oh, I need to stick up a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so we've got the banners on the edge. So now we're going to pull in some bumpets. Oh, Latte Love would be a fabulous alternate one, Joan. I love that idea. Okay, so let's go ahead. This is the one with the orange. That one, the backing came off without the bumpet. Okay, so I want the orange, so it's going to be showing. So I'm going to just stick this one like this. Okay, and then same one with the lavender. We'll stick 3 on the back. Now that lavender strip is very bitty. So, hi Gail, nice to see you. Better late than never, right? I hope you're having a good day. Good morning so far. Okay, I don't know. I thought maybe this little guy would go in there, but maybe he's not going to. We're gonna have to trim that. Let's stick this up here. Okay. Because I don't want the lavender to be blowing around in the wind. So we're going to have that. Oh, I hope I didn't put it in the wrong spot. It's going to stick on here. Okay, so I'm going to put those sort of in line with one another. And then because this one is my favorite, this pink one with the umbrella, I'm going to stick that one on the top like that. So then we'll put one here on the umbrella. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so all our bumpets are in line. I'm going to bumpet backs everywhere because I forgot to bring my little container over. Okay, so I'm going to stagger that one a bit. All right, then we'll take our banner that we cut out and we'll put a bit of adhesive across the back, like that. We'll take this and we're going to stick that across our drinks. This is such a cute card. What do you guys think so far? Love it. Okay, then let's grab our cheers. And we're going to put a couple more bumpets on the back. Now, if you don't want it to be super layered, then you don't need to use all the bumpets I have. You can choose to just adhere it down. But if you watch me, you know that I love all the dimension. So I'm putting the cheers strategically off-centered a little bit. Then we're going to take these beautiful little flowers and we're going to stick them to a dimensional. Okay, so we're going to stick a dimensional on the back. I forgot about the picture-in-picture, so I was forgetting to look up for a minute. Okay, oh. Go ahead and take that back off. Okay, and then we're going to stick these kind of over here. Now, I don't know if that one is going to fit. Let's see. Oh, it does. Just fits on there. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just realized the rest of my coffee is getting cold. I got so excited making this card. I forgot about my coffee. Okay, let's grab a sip of that. Okay, so isn't this beautiful? We're not quite done yet. So you guys know I like to say don't leave the insides naked. Okay, so this is pretty, but how cute is it going to be when we cut this out? So remember that little piece of paper in the beginning? If you didn't catch it, go back and watch the replay. I showed all the paper up close and personal, and there was one with all the little drinks. And I was like, oh, this is like my favorite because I loved all the colors and how fun it was. So this is just one of the cups out of there, or glasses or drinks or whatever you want to say. So we're going to take that and we're going to pop it in here a little bit up from the top. Then we're not done. Oh, we're going to take that other piece. So see that cute little strawberry? Let's not waste that because that is a super fun pop of color. So I'm just going to do the best I can at cutting this little guy out. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I got to keep remembering to look up. Okay. If you guys are liking today's video, please hit that like button, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All of that stuff helps me so much. I can't even express how much it helps. Algorithms and all those things, all the technical things. Okay, so we're going to grab our Blackberry Bliss ink one more time, and then we're going to take the Let's Celebrate from the Cheers and Sips, and we're going to stamp that below our glass. Now, we could have done that first, but I kind of forgot, if I'm being honest. So, how cute is that for the inside of today's card? Isn't that cute? It just completes the inside, brings that theme from the front to the back. And then, of course, we need a little bit of bling. So I have chosen the iridescent faceted gems because they're like one of my favorite. And what I love about these is like a little goes a long way. So we're only actually going to use one of the larger ones. We're just going to pop it right there. And then I think that is just, it's subtle, but it's sparkly and it's beautiful. And I think it completes today's card perfectly. So there we have it. There is today's Dutch Door Fun Fold using the Celebratory Sips and the Cheers and Sips bundle. And my sample card I made is almost the same. I just incorporated the green with the cute, or the lime and the, I don't know what that is. Something fun coming out of the glass anyway. So this one inside I have the cute little purple drink with Let's Celebrate underneath. And of course, that's what we did on the inside of that one. So isn't that a beautiful card? I just love this fun fold. It's super easy, but so effective. And of course, I love the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper and coordinating bundle. So let me come back here on the screen. Oh, there we are. Okay, so thank you guys so much for starting your day off with me and coming here to watch and stamp along. If you enjoyed today's video, please click the share button so our friends can find us here too. And don't forget about that starter kit special. If you're not already a demonstrator, it's the perfect time to join and get a whole bunch of new product in your collection. So $220 worth for $135. That is a screaming deal. All right, so I will be back Wednesday next week, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time again for another card video with you. We'll be doing Craft from Your Stash again. As I mentioned, I just needed to take a break because I just got back and didn't have time to get organized to do 2 cards today. So we just went with this one because I love it and I love this paper and I couldn't wait to share it with you. So tonight I have my Bird's Nest Stampers team meeting. I'm super excited to meet with all my stamping friends on Zoom for our regular monthly meeting. If you join today, you get the invite as well to come on join us. So thank you everybody. Have a wonderful day and I will hope to see you next week. Cheers.